Accurate assembling the Harmon hinge. And here is the chassis of the Harmon hinge. You can see the divots there. Those are for the positive stop. The ball bearing rides and along the chassis in an arc and stops in those divots. And you can see here is right there is the loading point for the spring roller bearings. Alright, so now you're going to see how this goes together. Chassis is held together, 3 parts held together with 4 screws, and then we have the center member, and that is 2 parts held together with 2 screws. Now Alex is going to show us how you put the pin in. There's the central pin, nice and greased up. Now he's greasing up the thrust bearing, and that gets a racer on each side. Those racers are perfectly smooth and level. There we go. He does the same thing on the other side. Thank you, Alex. Beautiful. So we got thrust bearings on each side. That's one of the things that allows such smooth action. Okay, now he's lining up. Okay, so he's got to line up. He's got to line up the roller bearing loading hole with the hole in the Harmon hinge center member. So the chassis hole and the roller hole line up. He's assembling it carefully so that the racers stay in alignment. There you go. So this could be assembled backwards, in which case you wouldn't be able to get the roller bearings for the positive stop in. So here we go. He just put in a, I'm going to switch sides here, sorry Alex. He just put in the screw. So those screws are sandwiching the pin to the chassis on both sides. And he, just like a car tire, he goes back and forth tightening the pin. Now he's going to tighten the chassis 4 screws. There we go. You can see right through right here. Thank you, Alex. That's where the roller bearing is going to be loaded. So now he grabs a spring and a roller bearing cup. That's a brass cup the roller bearing sits in, otherwise it would scrape on the spring. He's got a whole box full of roller bearings. So ball bearings, I apologize, I've been saying roller bearings. It's a ball bearing. Ball bearing sitting in that cup. He rotates it into position and loads it. He's going to seat it with that, just poke it into place. That could be done with any pen-like object. Now he's going to place it in the vise so that he can properly align it. You can see the vise has soft jaws on it. And now I am getting a view as he puts the second cup in, applies some grease. Beautiful. The second ball bearing. There you go. And there is the plug that holds everything together. So what he's going to do is pop it out, and now he gives it a, sorry for the hand, he's going to give it a quick karate chop, and that rotates it into position. So you can see the 2 stops, and note how Alex adjusts it with his hands. His fingers out of the way of the movement of the spring. That's key because you can really injure yourself on these. And you can see you got 2 position stop. Very beautiful. Thank you very much, Alex. Beautiful work.